with authority. Aloha!
Welcome to the most must-listen podcast in Bay Area sports. We are back inside the Chase Center, where we actually had done the first podcast ever from inside here. We're back for more on...
With authority!
From the ABC7 suite at the Chase Center.
Yes, they're going to let us keep this, right?
We did purchase this, didn't we? No, maybe not. We do not have the money in our budget. But as soon as we get those sponsorship dollars rolling in, this might be ours. If you watch it on YouTube, this will make a lot of sense. If not, just play along. Anyway, your impressions of the Chase Center, which will open soon. It's probably, from our conversation with Joe Lacob, probably a $2 billion venture.
Yeah, my impression immediately upon looking at it was that it just doesn't seem real. Like, it's right here, we're staring at it, it's in front of our faces, but it still almost like feels like a rendering to me, even though I'm inside it. It's crazy. And the one thing that jumped out to me, I know there's fans that are going to be concerned about where their seats are going to be or what's going to happen when they get in here. When I look down at it in a complete configuration, it feels intimate. That's the one word that popped into my head.
Yeah, the configuration is different from Oracle Arena, and I mean, it sounds like we're doing PR for the team, but it doesn't seem like there is no bad seat in the house. The seats are closer to the court than what you're used to at Oracle Arena, and it's going to be fascinating to see a new team in a new building. It is a new era, even though the Warriors, you're still going to have Steph and Clay and Draymond, but things have obviously changed, and the venue is unbelievable, both inside and outside. And so, with that, why don't we get to the man whose dream has come to fruition, the owner of the Warriors, Joe Lacob. What are your emotions as we sit here right now in a fabulous suite, with everything picked out in perfect detail? I mean, I can't even imagine what's going through your mind.
If you want to know what's going through my mind, it's the little things that I noticed walking in around the building today. We got to get this done, got to get that done. We're still in that mode, and we will be right up until the first concert, which is next week. And the first basketball game, of course, coming up, October 5th, I believe, is our first
October
game.
5th.
So we have a little bit of time for that. Feels like an eternity, given how compressed this process has been. But so what's going through my mind, honestly, is I feel amazed. Every time I walk into this building, I see something new and I say, my God, I think we did it. I want to see what the people say because they're the ultimate judge, but I think we did it, and I feel incredibly proud of it.
How many times in the course of this process, given that you started at Piers 30, 32, and we know that didn't go the way you had anticipated, but there had to be so many times where you get the call and it's 11 o'clock at night and you go, oh no, how are we going to overcome this, whatever this is?
There have been more of those moments than I'd like to admit. Like scary, scary moments. Look, I've never been sued. We had litigation here for 2 years that was pretty serious. It's resolved. That was an incredible process. How we're going to pay for it as the costs kept escalating was probably my biggest concern, to be honest with you. We were in a very hot market, construction-wise, as you know, and this thing is up 60, 70% from what it was supposed to be. That was scary. And frankly, every little decision, when they put the wrong carpet in the suite, or perhaps something didn't turn out quite like we wanted it to with the facing on the outside of the arena. I could go on to a million decisions. All of it has been very, very exhausting. But look, when it's done and you get it just right, which I think we're pretty much going to do, it's an incredibly rewarding thing. And I think for our fans throughout the Bay Area, I'm just so happy that they're going to be able to enjoy this place, frankly, long after Peter and I and Raymond and everybody else are gone. It's going to be here for a long, long time. And I think we did it to a level of quality. We held our standards high, and it may have cost more and it may have been more time involved, but I think we got something pretty good.
Now, the media blackout was lifted. We did the media tour yesterday. I'm looking at real video of this arena, and it still looks like the rendering. It just doesn't look real. So when is it like setting in like, wow, this is a thing now?
I never want to leave. When I come in here, I literally don't want to leave. I want to stay. I find reasons not to go home. It's surreal. it is a little surreal to me. And I'm sure everyone who builds something big, build a big building project. By the way, whether it's a physical building or you build an organization or whatever, you have a great sense of relief maybe at the end and accomplishment. And I do find it hard to believe that it's real. And I probably won't entirely feel that it's real until we have that first concert that night, or until that first basketball game. I think then I will perhaps think, wow, this is it. I mean, that's it. It's just an incredible feeling. But even today, doing Radio Row downstairs and meeting with you guys, I mean, every day is kind of new and fresh. And I think our fans are going to find that too. It's not only our team that every year evolves and changes, but also now you get to come into a new arena and to experience and explore that, and the food options, which I think food's very important.
Yeah.
So I really do, for all fans, and I think they're going to really enjoy that here.
Free food for the media was a nice perk that was added, by the way.
We treated even you guys.
We appreciate that. That goes a long way for us.
It may be a little early for you to respond to this, but do you have a favorite part of the arena yet?
It's funny. I've been asked that question already a number of times. I have so many that it's tough to say. But
give me your top three.
I'm going to give you my top. This is hard to believe, but I was a kid growing up, going to the Boston Garden, and I could only afford, couldn't afford anything. So I'd go to the Boston Garden and sit. I mean, we literally could touch the roof. I mean, that's where our seats were. So it was very important to me that when we go into this arena, that everyone feels like they are somebody here, that they got a great experience. And when you go up into the Modella Cantina, at the very end of the court, the very top, you'd say, oh my God, these got to be the worst seats in the house, right? It's spectacular up there. It's actually my favorite spot. I was there the other day, and I want to go and hang out and watch a game there. I probably will, because I don't know if you've seen it. It's so cool. It's this big bar area and food area and big open area, and the seats that hang on this beautiful balcony that overlook the whole arena. That's actually kind of my favorite place in the arena. I know it sounds crazy. All the other clubs are beautiful. The basketball campus is great. My office isn't done, so I can't say anything about that yet. But there's a lot of great areas. There really are. The scoreboard is something everyone's going to know. It's the center hung. It's the biggest in the world. But I want it, and we want that when someone comes here, they have a great customer experience, that they come here and they're treated well, they have great food options, and that they feel like they've got a good seat, for whatever they paid for their seat.
So let me follow up on your Boston upbringing and going to the Garden and all that, because there is a concern when you build something that's probably north of $2 billion, I'm going to guess. That expression tells me it was over $2 billion. That you might price out the diehard fan, the people that were here in the Mookie Blaylock days, and I could go down a list of Felton Spencer and all.
Let's not.
That's okay, yeah. But so, what would be the get-in price if I really didn't have the money to pay for a luxury suite or something? Will those fans be accommodated? How can they be accommodated?
Well, look, we could have sold. We have 45,000 people on the waiting list for season tickets. We could have sold every seat as a season ticket if we wanted to.
Wow.
We didn't do that. In fact, we have less season ticket holders in this building than we did in Oracle. I think it was around 14.5 maybe there, and I think we're around 12 here. So we made sure to leave a lot of seats that you can buy. You can come to the game. Now, are they cheap? Well, look, this is the modern day. This building was expensive, and by the way, we do have one of the highest payrolls in the league. We are a business. We have to price accordingly, and that's just the way it is. It is more expensive than it used to be when Mookie Blaylock was here.
Yeah.
But hopefully there are seats that hopefully someone can afford to go to and that they get access to, and they're going to have a great experience, and they're going to get great food, and they're going to be treated properly when they walk in here. And so that's the best we can do, and we're really trying to do that. And I really feel we will have failed if we don't do that. And by the way, getting to the games, the 3rd Street Rail, you get your ticket to that when you get a ticket to the game. We've tried to do things like that as well.
Where do you think you're going to be September 6th? Where do you want to take in the people experiencing this arena for the first time? How eager are you to just kind of see the reactions, the awe of the masses as they come into this place for real, for the very first time?
I am. I'm very eager to see it. Those may be different people than go to the basketball games, because that's a Metallica concert.
Yeah, you get a good warm-up for basketball with the Metallica concert.
But it is going to be quite the experience. And I'm looking very forward to it. I was here for the season ticket holder day, 7,000 people on Sunday, and I walked all around this place for 4 hours and met with a lot of people. You know, it was a lot of fun, and I frankly wanted to hear what some people, for instance, that came from Oakland, I wanted to see what their experience was like getting over here. I wanted to see, because we know what we think it is, but I wanted to see what they think it is. And boy, I did not hear a lot of complaints. I heard a lot of positive things. One guy told me, you know, my seat isn't as good as I'd like it to be. But I mean, that was like it. And so we'll see what happens. One great thing about this place, I love this. I love taking responsibility for things. And people talk about expectations for our team. I like expectations. I don't mind the expectations for this building, frankly. We should have high expectations, and our fans should have high expectations. And if there's something wrong, guess who's to blame? Right here. And Raymond.
Mostly Raymond.
But we are to blame because we operate this building. You know, in our old building, it was operated by a third party because it was a city building. We didn't really operate it. We did the best we could at influencing that experience. But here, this is our building. We operate it. We have almost 500 employees now. We had 100 9 years ago, or a little over 100. Raymond was one of them. But the point is, it's our building. It's our customer-facing experience. And if it's not right, talk to me, talk to us, and we're going to try to fix it.
You mentioned expectations. This is the first time really in 5 years that you will not walk into a new season as the de facto team to beat, favored to win a championship. Well, some would say things have changed a bit, but you have the new arena, so you have the emotions there. But what about expectations for the team and the notion that we're in a different universe now than we were last year for a variety of reasons? This building's a big part of it. Look,
the NBA is going to be very exciting this year. Let's be honest. As a fan of basketball, take yourself away from the fact that you cover this team, or I'm one of the owners of the team. The truth is, there's a lot of teams that have a chance, they believe, to win the title. And 9 or 10 teams, most people think. That's pretty exciting for our league. I do admit that. Now, I think we're going to be better than people think, but we're young. We kept our core. We added a lot of young people. Expectations aren't going to be as high, but I do think by the end of the year we're going to be a pretty significant force. I think we still, last I remember, Steph, Clay, and Draymond were pretty good a few years ago.
Yeah.
And we added D'Angelo Russell, a 23-year-old all-star, and we've got a lot of young talent. Some of them have to show. They have to grow and develop. We have the same coaching staff, and we've got an arena and the fans that are the same fans. And I expect this place to be a house of horrors, just like Oakland was for our opposition. I want our fans to come in here and be loud, because this building was designed to be loud. It's got a very low ceiling. It's intimate. And our fans are the same fans, so I expect it to be a tremendous home court advantage. And that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, after the unprecedented run you guys have been on, it's unfair to say this is the end, but in a weird way, is this kind of like a new beginning, like a crossroad? You're coming through here, new arena, younger team now. I mean, how excited are you guys? Have you talked to Steph, Clay, and those guys? Are they kind of chomping at the bit to prove they're not the underdogs that they're being perceived as?
That.
Yeah.
You know that Draymond loves having a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And he's already talking about that. He feels disrespected that, he and Steph and Clay and this group are not being taken quite as seriously as they were in the past. He thinks, they're going to be good. So, look, that's a good thing. That kind of motivation is good, and you can always count on Draymond to be a leader in that respect. We got to wait and see how it all plays out, though. And it's a new year. Every year's a new year. You say it's a new start or restart. I view every year as a transition.
But more so with the arena, right?
Well, the arena obviously is a whole nother aspect of it.
Yeah.
But if anything, it should be better for our players who now go to one locker room. That's it. They don't have to go to a practice locker room and a practice location. They come here. It's in the building. They come here. They stay here. They've got great services. They're going to be treated really well. I know the food. They love food, and food's going to be great. So I think they're all really excited. I think we've made their lives easier by being in one location as players. And I think that's true for our executives and our staff as well, and frankly for me. So I think let's just play it out, see how it goes, and hopefully we have a great year.
Were you surprised by KD's decision? Were you expecting it? What were the emotions like, given that every other day during the season there was another social media rumor that popped up? So it couldn't have been a complete surprise as to how it might unfold.
No, it wasn't a complete surprise. You read everything. There are no secrets.
Yeah.
And in sports and in the media to some extent, especially in this world with social media and so on. We all knew he was, at risk to leave for reasons that only he knows. I want him. I'm not unhappy. I want him to be happy. We all want him to do what he wants to do. He's earned the right. He earned the right to be a free agent, just like he earned the right when he came here to choose us, and he earned the right to not choose us this time. I would like for him to have stayed. We loved having him as part of this team. We are thankful that he was here for 3 years, but that's his decision. We have to move on, and the rest of us are still here, and still a very good core of a team and a lot of new young players. And I think, I wish him the best, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's reality. Move forward.
Now, you already said you're going to retire 35.
Yes.
Obviously, in the future, 9, 20, 30,
what I said
11,
was no
30.
one will ever wear it again.
Got it. No one will ever. Who do you see potentially on this team? Are there going to be statue guys? Are there going to be statues? I know there's a walk of fame you guys are building. I mean, some of these guys, I know you built it, but the way they put it is, it's the house that Steph built. So do you see like a statue of some of these players in the future?
We'll get into that at the appropriate time. I don't think we need to talk about statues today. I will say that I will just tell the story. When Draymond, signed his extension this summer, he called me up on a Saturday morning after he had done the deal with Bob, and he called me to say thank you, blah, blah, blah. And before he could say anything, I said, I only have one word to say to you. And there was a long pause. And he said, what's that? And I said, statue.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Because, I think it's really great that he is going to be a member of this team, perhaps for his entire career. That's pretty cool. And Steph is the longest tenured player with any team in this league. Continuity matters. Draymond, by the time the end of this contract, how many years will that be? 13 years or something? So I think that meant something to him, and I think that means something to us, and it means something to our fans. And I love having him as part of this team. It's going to be great.
This is just a wild shot in the dark here because there aren't a lot of physical similarities between you and Draymond. Do you see kind of this kinship? There's something of like that you're not shy. You're willing to make bold statements and do bold things. Do you respect? Is there a part of him, the tenaciousness, the boldness that you see you can relate to in yourself?
Let's put it this way. My son once said to me, he called me the Draymond of our organization, the business organization. He was joking in a way, but it's, I guess, to what you're saying as well. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we both came from tougher upbringings and environments, and have a hard core, a hard shell, I should say, on the outside. We both appreciate how difficult it has been to get to this point in life. He has accomplished a tremendous amount in his life, and I so totally respect him. And I just respect his attitude and the way he goes about his business. Sometimes he wears it out here and does a little too much. Sometimes I do the same. I mean, it just happens. But, I hope people don't take it the wrong way. It just means that we care a lot, and we really want to please. We want to be successful, and we're going to do our absolute very best at all times.
This is now a music venue in addition to a basketball venue. Who's like your bucket list band that you'd love to see play this arena? So
first of all, I want to say Nicole is the big music fan, more than me. I have missed decades because I was so focused on sports or my business.
Yeah.
But I do have, I'm a little bit older, even older than you, Larry.
Wow. That's he's
And
taking shots.
I am.
Wow,
Well,
Draymond.
you told me your age before.
We don't need to go into that.
But
you are the
so-
Draymond.
So I have to admit, I'm really excited about The Who, who are coming here. I mean, that was like really, when I was a kid, I was really into that. I liked heavy metal when I was a kid. And some of those concerts I think I'm looking particularly forward to. And I like all music, though, to some extent. I just like the energy associated with it. And I think that it's going to be great to have all these different types of music here, all different types of entertainers. And I'm kind of interested. It's sort of a new awakening for me, too. I want to learn also about some new musical types that I maybe don't know that much about. And I want to get to see some of these people that I never got to see when I was younger. So I'm looking very forward to the music and all the entertainment here just as much as I am the basketball.
I want to finish up just on a funny note and get away from the obvious age discrimination jokes being made. But today, when you tell the story, Raymond Ritter, your PR man extraordinaire, thinks of everything, including where he can find a spare set of pants when the owner desperately needs one for media interviews. You want to tell that story?
Not really. Well, but I will, since I've already told it today. This is probably one of the most embarrassing things ever. I get to the arena today. We've got Radio Row downstairs and you guys later. And I didn't dress up. I was kind of casual today. I wore sort of khaki golf pants. And I put on a long sleeve shirt. And I said, all right, this is fine. And I said, Raymond, do I have time to go to the restroom? I went to the restroom first, and I split my pants. And, I mean, pretty badly. Mm-hmm. I guess either I ate too much last night or need to go on a diet, or maybe I don't wear the best quality pants. Okay. I don't know. But whatever, I split my pants, and here I am. I'm in there, and I'm like, Raymond, I don't know what to do, but you got to do something. I cannot walk out here like this. And Raymond immediately, being Raymond Ritter, has a thought. He goes to the equipment room and gets me a pair of sweats, Warrior sweats, and they're a couple sizes too small. But I had no choice. I pulled them on and went out there and did my thing.
So of all of the decisions that had to be made in the construction of the Chase Center, little did we know that acquisition of sweatpants was going to be very high on this list today of things that were important.
No, we didn't know that, but it is a basketball team, so you would assume that there'd be some sweatpants somewhere in the building.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Thanks so much. We appreciate it. We're looking forward to many years of seeing you here.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So we want to thank Joe Lacob, and the takeaway obviously is bring an extra pair of pants for every arena opening because you might need them.
They have thought of everything, including spare pants.
Yes. So next up, we had a chance to talk with a returning member of the Warriors. That's Kevon Looney. Had a chance to leave when free agency began. I think you'll find his thoughts on why he decided to come back really insightful. So, Kevon, how many times have you been in the Chase Center?
This is my second time.
What are your overall impressions?
It's amazing. Last time I went, I seen more of the outside. Today I see everything inside, so I've been blown away by how great it is. People have been talking about it, and you're like, I see it. Well, I believe it when I see it. But actually being here and seeing everything it has to offer, I'm really excited about the season, playing in here, about my family coming to the game and being in the whole area outside. It's gonna be a great season, a lot of fun.
What do you think it's going to change for you being able to show up? Your practice facility's right there. The arena's right here. I mean, it's all within one quick walk.
Yeah, it makes it way more convenient, way easier. Anytime I feel like I want to get shots up in the arena, I can now. Like, you don't have to go all the way to Oracle. We can practice the shoot around here and do everything. So it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be great. And also when people come into town, everybody wants to see the arena, see everything. And back then, you had to go to both spots and try to show them what you can't show them. But now that everything's here, I can get everybody special tours and see how nice it is. So I'm excited, and I think they went all out for our locker room, and we have all the special amenities to take care of ourselves, and I'm really excited about that.
What's your favorite thing just in the locker room that you have seen?
My favorite thing in the locker room, I mean, everybody has their own TV in the locker room, which is cool. They said they have a manicure or pedicure station for people, and that's probably the craziest thing I heard about having in the locker room. So I'm excited to get my hands fixed.
I want to see your nails. So how are your nails? Show them to the camera.
They ain't good right now, but in a couple weeks, they're gonna be shiny.
Do you have a favorite color that you want? Blue and gold? You gotta go blue and gold.
Hey man, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna go that far, but everything else is gonna be good.
I think we went through there a couple weeks ago. Hot tub, cold plunge. Yeah. Are there sleeping pods? I didn't notice.
Yeah, they got float pods. We got cryo. We got an underwater treadmill. Like that, we got everything that you can think of. We have it in the locker room now, all in one spot. Before we had to go different places to get those type of machines, but now we all got it in the locker room. So it's gonna be no more excuse for guys. You want to take care of your body, all to go to one spot, and it's gonna be great. And I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in the locker room.
At the mani-pedi station, or
that's probably once every couple of weeks. But in that sleep pod, I'd probably be there a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, we were looking around, and the attention to detail in every part of the arena is just amazing. And we were just looking at, I don't know if you've ever done any renovations or anything, but if you just look at the couches back here, the couches fit exactly snug to the wall.
Yeah.
Like, it's not an accident.
Yeah,
Every little
Everything.
detail has been discussed and approved. And Joe Lacob was telling us that they had to rip out the carpeting in all 40-something of the suites because the carpeting they put in was not the approved carpeting.
Yeah.
What do you like this carpeting? Are you okay with this?
Yeah, if it's Joe approved, it's approved by me, man.
Oh, okay. That is a very smart answer.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about coming into this year? You're starting to become one of the veterans on the team now.
Yeah.
How crazy is that for you?
It's real crazy. Since I've been here, I've been one of the youngest guys on the team, if not the youngest, and now I'm like kind of in the middle, which is crazy. So, and Steve always called me the youngest veteran in the NBA. So that's a proud title that I carry around. But having new guys on the team, I'm looking forward to bond with those guys, the young guys my age, and D'Angelo, somebody that I played against a lot in high school. We the same draft class and high school class. Willie Cauley-Stein. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Then got another a kid from Milwaukee. I'm excited about that. Have another Milwaukee guy with me. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Learning from the old guys, and me being one of the guys I can teach on the teaching side more this year. So it's going to be different role for me, and I'm excited about that role and about the change.
Now, you had a decision to make, like many other players, stay or go.
Right.
How close were you to not coming back? I have a feeling you probably could have gotten more money elsewhere if you really pushed it with some teams. But what was it that drew you back to this?
No, since I've been here, I had a lot of veteran teammates that come from different teams, and the first thing they always tell me, as long as you can stay here, be here, because there ain't nowhere like this in the NBA, and I kind of took that to heart. If no deal was way better than there, it was no way that I was going anywhere. This is where I wanted to be. The Warriors made an offer that I liked, and it was nowhere else that I wanted to be at. And have a chance to open up a new arena, continue to play with Steph, continue to play with Draymond and adding D'Angelo. I feel like we had a chance to win a championship still, and this is the place I wanted to be at. So it was a no-brainer to come back and take advantage of this opportunity.
It was funny. There's a couple times. Actually, it's been more than a couple where I'd see your mom in the tunnel, and where we would stop and talk, and I told her, this was a couple years ago, your son is going to get paid. And then it took a little longer than I had anticipated, but now you finally got a deal that is substantial and longer term. And what did it feel like just to be able to know that you are financially secure for probably your life and maybe future generations if you're smart with the money?
It's a great feeling, all the hard work that I put in since I was a first grader playing basketball. It seemed like it paid off in this contract. It's like you think about all the hard work, all the workouts you didn't want to do, everything that your parents told you that you got to do this to make it, and that you took for granted, and but you just did it anyway because they told you to. That it all paid off for, and all that hard work went into this time where I want to get this contract and be able to take care of my family, and it all paid out for me. And I'm glad I listened. I'm glad I made the right decision. I'm glad I was able to come here and get drafted by the Warriors and be part of an organization who take care of their players. So I'm a proud Warrior, and I'm happy that I'm able to spend more time here, have the money and security of being a Warrior.
Do you remember that first conversation with your mom when the offer came in and what that was like, that moment with her?
Yes. It was a happy moment, to tell them that they made an offer that I wanted and that I could take. And I know they really wanted to stay here. They've been living out here since I've been here. They wanted to stay here. Man, they don't go nowhere else. If they've been telling me, I want you to stay in the Bay Area. We want to stay here. We want to keep living here. And
so mom was pushing the Warriors.
She was pushing the Warriors the whole time, and she got what she wanted. When your mom's happy, you can be happy.
Is there something special you did for your family when you first got that deal?
So they're actually going on a vacation. She always wanted to go to Hawaii, so they going next week. That's their vacation for the summer. So that's their big trip, and she always wants something and wants me to do stuff for her. So this is the big trip for her, and she's just happy that I'm happy and that I'm doing what I love to do. And that she always said, "I didn't live my life. I just want to see you live yours to the best." So I'm really happy that she's here and get to see all my games. That's what they live for. That's all they care about, being able to go to the games every time and be part of a family.
Well, I can't wait to see her in the tunnel
Yeah.
this season here at the Chase Center.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the other decisions that were made, because this is not a totally brand new team. Obviously, the core of the team is still the same.
Yeah.
But KD made his decision. Were you surprised at all by that? I mean, it's different. We're on the phone and we're hearing all these crazy stories. You're in the locker room with the dude.
Yeah.
What was your sentiment the whole season long? What were you thinking? Was it a subject that you thought about much?
We didn't really think about it. We really just thought about basketball. There's so much going on throughout the season and so many rumors, so much everything. It's a lot of times they be wrong, so you just don't really care. You try to tune it out, and KD's his own man. He's gonna do what he's gonna do. He earned the right to. He's been the best player in the league. He helped us win 2 championships. So whatever he's gonna do, we knew he was gonna respect. Each year, Coach always says this is going to be the last time with this group, because every year change is going to happen, and this year a lot of change happened. But I appreciate KD for all he did. I feel like he's a big reason my game took a big jump last year. I got to work out with him all last summer, and I learned a lot from him. So he always be a brother to me. I know I can always call him. So I hope he gets back healthy and come back and tears up the league. Well, everybody but us.
Yeah. Well, you got hurt in the finals. You battled your way back.
Yes.
To see what happened with that, and then with Kay and with Clay, and then the way that free agency hit and how fast it went. I mean, what was that emotionally like for you? I mean, did you have to take a week to just decompress? I mean, take us inside your mind as all this is going on. It happened so fast.
Definitely no. It seemed like the finals was over. I'm just back home rehabbing and trying to get back healthy. After the finals, you need 2 weeks just to lead the game along, because the playoffs is long, the season is a grind. But just the finals itself, them 2 weeks seems like 2 months. So there's a lot of stress going on. So I got to decompress, but you're still worried because free agency is right around the corner. So you got a lot of thinking of what's going on, see what's going to happen, and you never know what's going to happen in the NBA. This summer, trades, everything can happen. Everything's on the table, so nobody feels safe. So after the free agency happened, I signed back pretty early, so I was glad about that. You never want to be the guy out there waiting a long time, and then all these crazy trades happen, and after the first couple of days, all right, it got to be done. It's got to be it. Then a week later, the Kawhi thing happens, and then Russell gets traded, and it's this still is crazy. So it took a while to decompress and to get your mind right and get back, take your mind off the game, because NBA this summer has been must-see TV without us even playing. So it's been a lot of stressful things, but now I'm excited, and I had to move over to San Francisco. I done moved, and I feel at home now. It's gonna be a lot of excitement. I'm looking forward to going out there and compete, and then this Wild West that we got going on right now.
San Francisco home prices are pretty reasonable, you found, right?
Yeah, crazy prices over here.
Even when you're making millions of dollars, you have sticker shock, or you like the rest where you walk in, you go, "You want $3 million for this?"
Yeah, definitely. And the crazy thing is every time I call my dad and tell him the price, you gonna pay what? You sure you don't want to just move in with us? Move back in, Mom and Dad? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll
pay the $3 million. I'll take the money. Take the money.
Yeah,
so back to that.
Yeah, so but it's worth it. It's once you get immersed in the area and see all the stuff that's available to you, all the restaurants, all the scenery and all the views and everything, you kind of makes up for it.
Do you want to reveal what neighborhood you're in, or you want to keep that a secret?
I'm new to everything. I think I'm in Russian Hill. I think that's where I'm at. I'm still learning the area, so I'm trying to become a part of San Francisco, know my area and know my landmarks. So I'm trying to get used to the area.
What kind of chip do you guys have on your shoulder going into this season? I mean, we've heard some things coming out, from Dre and Clay and different things like that. What is the group text like? How fired up are you guys to kind of prove everybody wrong that's saying that this could be the end?
I'm really fired up. To count us out seems kind of ridiculous. We didn't lose Steph, we didn't lose Draymond. Clay's going to come back, and then we added All-Star. So. And D'Angelo, so I think our team is going to be really, really good. We still have what it takes to win a championship. this is the first time since I've been in the NBA where we weren't the heavy favorite. So it's gonna be a different feel. I think I think we're gonna go out there every night with a chip on our shoulder. In times before we kind of knew we were gonna win. We knew what it took every night. And sometimes we had older guys who they would turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. We would cruise all the way to the fourth quarter and they just turn on this crazy switch and then we just go on a run. So I think this year the West is better. So we have to compete every night. I think we're gonna see a lot of special nights from a lot of guys. I remember my rookie year. I feel like every night that Steph went out there and played, it was like a special night. So I think we're gonna get back to seeing that. Draymond's gonna be great every night. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Every time we play, I think we're gonna be must-see TV. I think we're probably gonna be one of the most exciting teams in the NBA, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think you're going to score a few points.
Yeah,
You're going to be defending the basket. It's going to be interesting for you. You're going to have a lot of guys coming to the basket your way. But he mentioned the group text. Something just popped into my head. It's like when you're sitting there going, "Oh shoot, I got to take Andre out of the group text.
Yeah,
I got to know how I have KD. Oh shoot, I got to delete KD. What was that process like? That has to be the moment when you realize, oh shoot, this is real. Like these dudes are gone.
Right. So we just create a whole new one. We still got the old one just in case you want to still. Now when you win a championship and win together, we always got that camaraderie. Like you can never take that away from us. So we got since I've been we won 2 champions, we still have those same group chats where you just got to go find it, but we still got it.
So you got Ian Clark is still in your one of them.
Yeah, so one of them, or I got one still with Nick Young. I still got Zaza on one of them. So, but we got a whole brand new one, and it's weird. Not having guys like that around, you with them every day for so long, and you kind of get to know them. They come part of your family, and then boom, they're gone. But it's bigger than basketball. Them guys are guys I still talk to this day. I talk to Andre almost every day. He's been a huge part of my career and me take care of my body, and even off the court about saving money. He's been a big key in my life. So it's guys like that, and you talk to them every day and still see what's going on. But I look forward to building a new relationship with the young guys and the new teammates.
Can you go through the conversation that he had with you when you were injured? I'm not even sure we really knew in the finals what your injury was because it seemed to be a little murky. What was your injury? With ribs or?
I took a hard fall. I had a lot going on. The biggest part that people was nervous about me being out was I had a fracture in I guess they would say where my chest wall and the ribs came together. So it was like right there. I had a fracture, then I had a sprain in my collarbone. So it took a while for me to get back healthy, and it's been a struggle this summer. But him talking to me about it during the finals is just, man, if you can play, but make sure you put yourself first and make sure you take care of your body. And I feel comfortable with the results after I got second opinion, and really talked to our training staff again, and they told me that I was in a position where it's going to hurt, but as long as I can tolerate the pain, that you can go out there. And I got a high pain tolerance, and I knew that couldn't be an excuse. I seen Andre out there putting his body on the line, Clay putting his body on the line, KD. I know Draymond's been hurt, and that's when I had to fall in line. You got superstar guys like that, Hall of Fame guys that go out there and put their body on the line. I got to do it too.
But wasn't there one conversing that Andre had with you where he said, you have to sit down. You cannot play. You cannot continue to play now.
I was actually mad at him about that because I came out, I'm hurting. I'm like, man, he said, man, just go to the locker room. I'm like, nah, I'm good. He just called the trainer over. Hey, he need to go to the back. I'm like, nah, I'm good. He's like, nah, you go to the back. And so I had to miss the rest of that game. But we ended up winning that game, so I was happy. But I was actually mad at him about that because he made me go sit down. I didn't want to, but he was probably right for that.
So Andre,
I appreciate
Andre subbed you out.
He subbed me out. He told me to go back to the locker room. I'm like, for what? He said, man, you done, man. and I appreciate from that. He's been in the league a long time, and he know better than me. As a young guy, you just want to be out there. You risk your whole life for this basketball. But he's been through the trials and tribulations, and he knows that you got to take care of yourself. So I appreciate him for that.
Final question, just because we were talking about the group text earlier. Yeah. Is there ever a moment where you're looking at the phone and you send something and go, oh shoot, wait a second, that's the wrong group text? Have you had any of those moments?
I've seen people do that, and I'm really careful about that because that's the one thing you don't want to do. When you got guys on the team and you sending the wrong text, they're gonna clown you for at least a week straight. So I try to be real cautious about that because I know Draymond is never gonna let you live it down, and so I never did it. and let's keep it that way. I'm gonna knock on wood, so I don't jinx myself. But
So you didn't have one of these, Nick Young? What a clown! Oh, no! I can say no. I can take it back. You didn't do Nick like that.
No, I ain't do Nick like that. You know, that's my cousin too. So I actually was just with him not too long ago. But I haven't did that one yet. I'm pretty smart about that because I seen it be done. And I've been one of the younger players. So when you're a young guy and you make a mistake, the old guys never let you live it down. So I've been really cautious about that. And I think I did do it before when somebody like tried to tell me to go do something, and I was texting my one of my friends like, I'm not finna go do this for these people, and I think I did send that before, and they made me pay for that. So that's probably the one time I did that. But yeah, I ain't the young guy no more. We got younger rookies, so I'm looking forward to sending the group chat and telling somebody to go give me some donuts or something.
Can you say who was the worst group text offender in terms of sending the wrong message to the wrong people?
Probably Clay.
Well, that is not a shock.
I remember in the finals last year. I think somebody he got cleared to play for the next game, and he just sent these like motivational texts like, "Yeah, I can't wait to. I'm coming back tonight. I can't wait to get out there. I'm gonna hold the best player. I'm gonna lock up. I'm excited." And we like, oh, we ain't never seen this much excitement from Clay. Like, yeah, Clay, we excited for you too, man. We gonna get out there. We gonna take care of business. Oh, this is for the wrong. This is for my brothers. like, that's just Clay,
Oops.
man.
Yeah. That's Clay's probably sending texts to Rocco. Or something too, so
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks so much for your time. You're
thanks
so
for having
generous with your time. It's great to have you back.
Thanks.
Excited to see you on the court in this unbelievable new building. Thanks. And I can't wait to see your mom and say he got paid.
Yeah, she's gonna be excited for that too. Thanks, man.
Awesome. Thanks so much. All right. So again, we want to thank Kevon Looney, and remember, kids, if you're on a group text, before you hit send, just double check and make sure who's on that text. Otherwise, you might send out something you regret later.
Endless ridicule. And speaking of ridicule, next week we have an interview with a very, very combative Warriors GM Bob Myers.
Bob and I have a thing going.
It's kind of a hate-hate relationship.
Well, there's some love. There is some love as well, but he's very fiery when he sees me, and from the jump he attacked. I thought that was uncalled for, and I'm not sure whether he gets another invite on the pod. I'm not sure. I'm not ruling it out, but I'm not sure.
Maybe if you sit out, he'll come back on.
I think that's probably one of the conditions. So how can people listen to and see Bob Myers, the combative, fiery, angry GM?
To need to subscribe to listen to Bob Myers. He did about 1,000 interviews. None like this, I promise you that. You need to subscribe on iTunes. We are on Spotify. We are on Google Play. We are on SoundCloud. And if you want to watch Larry be shamed by Bob Myers, YouTube.
He's a very angry man. I hope he gets over his issues.
And you can always see us, abc7news.com/withauthority.
With authority.